Ivan here on the water, finally on the boat, and I'm here in search of some of those bigger fish. We're gonna go after some of those bigger game fish today and see if we can't get one or two to stick. I don't necessarily have I don't have high expectations, but I go into these situations with an open mind frame and hopefully to explore a little bit. You never know what you're gonna get when you come out here to the ocean, so you gotta have your mind open and you have to be able to adapt and go with the flow. So we're gonna go with the flow today, see what the ocean brings us. All right guys, let's get started. Let's go hook a giant. Barracuda. Got my first fish. Barracuda on the jig. I'm gonna get this guy off the hook here. Something I learned from my pops is when there's barracuda around, there's yellowtail around. So it's a good sign. Our first fish, barracuda. Not legal by any means. I think they need to be 28. That guy was probably, I don't know. That guy's probably 18. All right, let's keep at it. Well, it's pretty fishy out here. There's a lot of birds working. Meaning there's a lot of birds diving. There's a lot of birds hovering, flying. There's a lot of current. We have a combo swell going on right now, so it's a building west-northwest swell, and there's a remnants of a south in there. So the water's pretty turned up right now. It's not exactly the color I want to see. It looks a little bit more green-brown than I want. I wanted some. I was hoping for some more green, or clear green, or just green water. But we're in here right now. We're gonna fish through this little zone, and then we're gonna bump out. There's some more birds diving on the outside here. So what we're gonna do is just pick through the area. I mean, we're the only ones out here today, which is nice. It's not super busy. But also when you have that situation, when there's nobody out, it's just you can't really tell, where people are fishing or set up. I haven't been out here in quite a while, so it's kind of all new to me, new water here. But that's a good thing. I mean, we're out here to explore and see if we can get some fish, get a bite. Got that one cuda already, so some say that's a 0, but I don't know. We'll count it as a fish. I think we're stuck here in the kelp. Let's find out. Yep, kelp. There we go. Lost our squid strips. Let's make a little move here. Let's just move around. Keep trying to find the action. Looks like there are a lot of birds working back there, so let's give it a look. can move this pretty quick. It looked good, but that was the bottom right there. So we're gonna pick up, we're gonna move on a little bit. Keep working. Well, I got a few things going on right now. I'm just moving up and down the coast here in concentrating in a certain depth of water, and there's a lot of bird activity still, and it seems like those birds are on the red crab. I did see some of those birds all come together, and underneath I did see some yellowtail slashing through, so I do know there's some stuff on the surface here to be had. So I'm fishing on the surface with the surface iron. I'm also fishing in the lower column of the water with a yo-yo jig. So we're trying to balance it out here and see if we can't get one either high or low. It's kind of like a run and gun actually. So when the birds get up and they all start coming together, that's when you got to run over there, make a cast right onto that little spot and see if you can't get that yellowtail. Still on the search for them. Going high, low, different water columns. Trying to figure them out here. But we're gonna get one. We're in the right zone. At least that's what it feels like. Feels like we're in the right zone. Confidence is half the battle, so I'm confident in what we're doing. I just need to get right in the right area, like pinpoint it. So we're kind of moving through a lot, eliminating water right now. We're just going through a lot of water, seeing where the bites are, and seeing what water looks the best. It's all kind of this greenish water right now. It's kind of funky, stirred up for sure. But we're gonna check some more kelp edges here in a minute. All right, well, we just made another run. So kind of back where I first started, but there's a lot of birds working in the area here, and I'm hoping it all comes together. Kind of eliminated some water, and this kind of looks like some of the best stuff I've seen yet. So let's drop them down and send them out and see what we can do. All right, we set back up. Found a little bait on the graph and found looks like a little bit of a hard spot. So we're just gonna drift through here and see if we can't pick one up. Still trying to get one here. But bait is key. We found the bait deeper. And so hopefully those fish are around that bait. Damn, something hit it good. see how that goes. We're gonna bail on this current situation. I don't think we're gonna get one of those bigger fish today. I'm gonna salvage the day and we're gonna go look for some bass and some other bottom critters. All right, let's get moving. It's rocking and rolling out here today. See if we can't get some fish on this boat. Nothing happening out here. I'm trying my best to catch a calico now. I've switched gears from that bigger game fish to the calico. I didn't bring all that much calico gear with me, but I got the 2 rods, I got the swim baits, and that's pretty much all I need, but can't find those biting fish. There's a nice wind and current moving the same direction. The water's a little bit on the milky side, I would say. A little turned up here with the water, but no bites. Let's keep moving down. Come here, buddy. Come on. Got him. All right. At least we did something productive. We're on some artificial reefs here. I'm gonna see if we can't hook a few fish. Looks like there's some stuff on it. So we're on some structure here, about 60 foot of water. See if we can't hook a few fish. Looks like there's some stuff on the bottom. A bit bumpy today out here. A little nautical. Just gonna get it right on the bottom and see if we can't get a sand bass off of it. This is it, last drop. There we go, we got one on the drop that time. Let's see what we got here. Johnny bass. A little something. Little Johnny bass on the slow pitch jig. Get him back in there. Finally got a little something. All right, that's Fish in the Boat, local inshore. I did my best, tried to get after that bigger game fish, and when that didn't pan out, I went out for the bass, and the bass weren't even biting, so kind of a strange one out there, but gave it my best shot. The boat ran amazing. The motor's running great. Finally got that dialed in. I don't know if you guys remember, but I had a little issue. That was a couple videos back. I had the work done and it worked out great for a short time, but then I had an alarm kept going off. So what I did was I replaced the thermostat sensors. So the heat sensors were gone bad. So the boat would overheat. It would call for overheating, but really it was just the sensor that was going bad. So the boat ran great. On another note, the fish finder and radio lost power. So my accessories button lost power today. So I need to figure out what's going on with that. It was a pretty bumpy ride out there, so it had something to do with that. But I got to get that dialed in. I couldn't imagine being, you know, somewhere far offshore where you can't see land and then your GPS fish finder go out. I'll have to navigate by compass. All right, guys, thanks again for joining me on this adventure. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments section below. I really appreciate that. It's cool to see your questions. And I appreciate all the likes and views. You guys are killing it. I'm trying my best, but I want you guys to get out there and hook that giant.